Awesome. So, good evening, everyone. It is Sunday, September 20, 6 p.m. It's your girl, Odetta King. I am a senior marketing director with our organization called World Financial Group. I've been in the industry going on a little over 3 years. And how I got introduced to this amazing opportunity is I am someone who did the 9 to 5, had the corporate job, made 6 figures, pretty good income, good with saving money, had the 401k. I did everything they told us that we should be doing, right? Went to NYU, graduated with 0 debt, and got a job, got a really great career. However, what I found is even though I was making good income and I was saving a lot of money, in fact, if some of you follow me on social media or maybe you have not, in my book, right, that talks about if you ain't stacking, you're dropping. In my book, I talked about how I saved up $100,000. So I'm really good with saving, love saving money. It was easy for me. But even though I saved up all this money, the money was not working for me. I had the money saved in the bank, earning at the time a little over 1%. And I thought, hey, I'm doing good, right? Because I saved up $100,000 and I'm getting more than 1%. Meanwhile, back then, most people were getting less than a point. Also, I had a really good job. So guess what? I made sure that I was contributing to my 401k at the time because that's what my company was offering. So I did those traditional stuff that they told us that we should do. I signed up for my 401k, not even understanding how these things work, except for HR told me, hey, you're saving for your retirement and you're saving money. And for me, I like saving money. So I signed up, but I was putting more than I really should be putting. So at the time, my company was not even matching, but I didn't even understand what match is. And even if they were, I'm like, okay, well, hey, more money. So fast forward to what brought me into this opportunity is even though I saved all of this money, even though I was good with saving money, I was not saving money smart and my money was not working for me. If you guys know what I mean. I was saving, but my money wasn't working for me. To give you an example, every time the stock market dropped, I lost money in my 401k. And because I'm an avid saver and I love saving money, this is why I titled my book, If You Ain't Stacking, You're Dropping, because it's all about saving smart and growing and stacking your money. So I was one of those people when I saw my 401k went down, or when I saw my IRA went down, I was calling my advisor and I was saying, what the hell is going on here? I lost 4,000, 2,000, 3,000, whatever. And he would always say to me, Odetta, aren't you watching the stock market? Aren't you watching the market? This is how it's working. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. Right now, things are volatile. It's okay. You're going to lose money. And even though he kept telling me this, it just didn't sit right with me. I didn't like the idea that, I'm going to lose money when the market go down. So I started looking for options. I started attending financial workshops. I started learning about finance to see what else is out there that could allow me to grow my money without losing when the stock market go down. So I'm also a adjunct professor. At the time I was adjunct and I'm still a professor. So again, these things that I'm telling you guys, I actually live and breathe it. This is what I talk about in my book. So in my book, I also talk about you got to have multiple sources of income. So even though I had this great career, 6-figure paying job, I was also working part-time as an adjunct professor. And I would never forget, every semester every year we typically would bring back a student who graduated from the program, and we would have them share how has the college prepared them for the real world working. So this guy came back and he talked about, his spiel, how the college prepared him for his career. And after the event, him and we started, networking, and he asked me, what do I do? And I said, well, I do a lot of Facebook Live and I'm always teaching people how to save money because I love saving money. And he's like, oh my gosh, let me introduce you to this book, another book. Guys, I'm really big on reading. So he introduced me to another book called Saving Your Future. This book, first of all, the title got me. Saving my future? What? I love saving, right? So I ravished this book overnight. It's only 86 pages. I ravished this book overnight, and while I read it, he had also invited me to a workshop similar to what you guys are experiencing right now, but because of COVID, we're doing it virtual. So he invited me to a workshop, and after reading that book overnight, I could not wait to go to the workshop. I went to the workshop, and immediately some of the concepts that they taught in the workshop, I was like, oh my God, I'm clueless. Like, yeah, I saved 100,000, but if I knew this information, I could have saved more money, or I could have had more money, or I could have saved smarter, or I could have invested my money smarter. And so I'm like, holy moly, like I want to learn more. Like, how can I, get help with my own finances? So I immediately signed up. I signed up to learn about finance. I became a member with this organization to learn what I can do with my money. How can I grow my money? How can I save my money? I signed up to learn, guys, right? And after, sitting down with a financial planner, going through my finances, it quickly dawned on me that, oh my God, there's so many other people who don't know this information. I mean, I'm supposed to be a corporate exec making six figures. I'm supposed to be this, college professor. And if I don't know this information, I bet there's a lot of other people who don't know it as well. So I started sharing with some of my friends and family, and I quickly realized that yes, most people are not financially educated, even though some of them are making good money. Hello, that was me, right? So I want to introduce you guys to some basic financial concept and how if you learn these things, it can better prepare you for your future. So for those of you that are on Zoom, and I'm also streaming live on Instagram and Facebook. So you guys that are on Facebook, there is a link if you want to click the link and be in the Zoom so you can see my screen. And same with you that are live on Instagram, hop over to Facebook. You'll see the link where you can register and join us in Zoom, and you can see my screen. So who are we, right? Our company is called Aegon. Aegon has been around, right, for over 176 years, guys. The company was established in 1844. This is a company that has been around long before my grandmother and her mom, okay? 176 years old, this company has been around. Not only that it has been around for so many years, but it is listed as one of the companies too big to fail. Do you guys hear me? Aegon is listed as one of the companies too big to fail to the entire world global financial system. Not New York, not US, not Canada, but to the world global financial system. So it's a big deal, right? It's a super big deal. Now, worldwide, we have about 29 million, oh, my hair is in my face. Worldwide, we have about 29 million customers, and we manage about $1 trillion in investment. $1 trillion in investment, guys. Okay. Now, Aegon, the parent company, they wanted to make a presence into the US market. And so they created a company called Transamerica. A lot of you probably have had Transamerica if your job was offering a 401k or maybe a pension or an IRA. They do those type of investments. So when I was in the hotel industry, my 401k was with Transamerica. And who knew? Like, I didn't even know that fast forward today, I would be also working with this company. So here in the US, Transamerica has about 16 million policies in force. So these are 16 million people who have life insurance policies or some kind of financial strategy with Transamerica. Transamerica has also paid out 43+ billion with a B, right? They've paid out. So maybe someone had a life insurance policy and they died, the company paid out. Maybe somebody had a 401k or they had a retirement account with Transamerica, and guess what? Now they're done with their working years and now they're cashing out their 401k, right? Or maybe they had an annuity and now they're cashing out their annuity. So about 43 billion was paid out by Transamerica. Now, Transamerica has a division called World Financial Group, and World Financial Group is the marketing arm. This is the arm that I fall under. The marketing arm, we are responsible about 42,000 with a T, okay? More than 42,000 licensed WFG agents that are out there in the field, entire North America, USA and Canada and Puerto Rico, helping families like you and I with everyday financial help. We also have our home office in Georgia that has 259 employees that does all the back-end support when it comes to running a business. And as of 2001, we've helped 4.2 million. Guys, I thought 4.2 million was a lot. It's actually not a lot, because just in New York alone, where I am, we have about 9 million people in New York. And if we've helped 4.2 million, it goes to show there's so many other people out there that needs financial help, right? And we have access to 77 different companies. We are considered a broker, okay? We don't own any company products. We have access to 77 different product providers or top rated 100 years old company that are helping us with everyday personal finance issues from birth to burial, right? So there is a huge need for what we do, guys, because 91% of people, we don't plan to fail. We just simply fail to plan. And furthermore, if we don't even know the information, how can we properly plan if we don't know the information, right? So 91% of us, we don't plan to fail. And I realize that there's two types of families, guys. You have family A, which is most of us, right? When we get our paycheck, we don't understand how to properly save for retirement. And so we're retiring broke, or we're retiring with little money. On top of it, our kids, we're not saving, or we're not saving enough, or we're not saving smart for our kids' college education. And so we see that our kids are graduating college or university with huge student loan the size of a mortgage. Guys, and as a professor, I see this every semester on campus, because every semester I poll my students and I ask them, how many of you, your parents prepared and saved or have money that's paying for your college? Versus how many of you took out student loan? 99% of the class raised their hand because they took out student loan, right? So we're not saving for retirement, and so we have a retirement crisis. We have an education crisis. Some kids are even realizing, I'm not going to go to college because I can't afford it, right? And on top of it, we have a spending crisis. We are spending more than we are making. But guess what? The 5%, the other 5% of the economy or the world, they have the right financial education, or they have access. They know people who could put their financial house in order. And so these people, when they get their money, it's a whole different ball game how they compartmentalize it. First of all, they understand that they gotta pay themselves first. I don't care what's going on, I am paying myself first. That's the first thing that come out of my paycheck. I'm taking that 10% and I am saving it for myself. Then they understand how to save for their retirement in tax-free strategies. On top of it, they know where to save money for their kids' education, because they instill on their kids got to have a good education. So they save for these things, right? Or they make plans for these things. And on top of it, they understand the importance of having proper protection. What do I mean by proper protection? You want to ensure your life, you want to ensure your health, and you want to ensure your money, right? So proper protection, they understand and see the value in those things, and they know which type of protection to have. Most of the rest of us, we don't know these concepts. We've never heard about these concepts. And so if we don't know about it, we're not getting it, right? So how do we help families? We share basic financial education, concept like compound interest, understanding how your money is doubling, concept like taxes, making sure that you understand where you sit with your money. Are you in a tax now vehicle, which means you're paying Uncle Sam tax right now? Or you're in a tax later account, meaning when you get your 401k, your 403b, your IRA, your pension from your job, you're actually going to pay tax later. And if you're paying tax later, best believe you're going to pay more in taxes, because taxes will go up. So if you're someone that's in your 20s or you're in your 30s, guys, if you retire at age 67, which is 30 something years from today, do you think taxes is going to be the same today? It's going to be less, or it's going to be more? Guess what? It's going to be more. In fact, right now, this year, with everything that's going on with COVID, they're actually talking about increasing all forms of taxes next year, 2021. So if you're in your 30s or if you're in your 40s, best believe by the time you're ready to retire 20 to 25 years from today, you're going to be paying the most in taxes. How much? Nobody knows. Well, guess what? That's the equivalent of you guys coming to me, Odetta King, and saying, hey, Odetta, I read your book. You saved up $100,000. I want to borrow $50,000 from that $100,000. And because now I'm financially educated and savvy, I could be a smart ass and say, you know what? I'll lend you this money, but I'm not going to tell you how much I'm going to charge you in interest. Would you still borrow that money from me? Hell to the no. But guess what? That's exactly what everybody is doing with these tax later accounts. 401k, 403b, IRA, pension, 457. All of those accounts are taxed later. You don't pay tax now, you're going to pay it later. And how much? Nobody knows, because Uncle Sam is not telling us. So if you have $1 million by the time you're ready to retire, you are not going to get $1 million, because that $1 million has to be taxed. And we don't know. It could be 50%, 60%, 70%, whatever, right? So we teach families how taxes work and position them to put their money in tax-free strategies. We also teach families basic investment options. You know, you could put your money in a fixed account. And first of all, I have a problem with the word fixed, and you too should have a problem with the word fixed. Why? Everything around us is going up. Inflation, rice, flour, sugar, gas, rent, everything is going up, but your money is fixed. Your money is locked. It's not going up to keep up with inflation or cost of living. It is a fixed product. So if you have your investment right now in a fixed product, you're actually losing money. You may not see it that way, but you are losing money to inflation. Because guess what? Inflation is going up, right? Or if you have your money in a variable account, which is like your 401k, your 403b, your 457, your IRA, those are all investment accounts that are variable. And guys, if you Google the word variable, right? Variable means it is unpredictable, unreliable, and unstable. Why are we putting our money for a time when we need it the most, when we're older and vulnerable? Why are we putting this money in a variable account when it's unreliable, unstable, and unpredictable. Yes, your money can grow in a variable, but it's not safe. You could have $1,000,000, and by the time you're ready to retire, you got $500,000. It's not safe. It goes up and down with the market. I don't want to go up and down with the market. I want to go up and stay up, right? So there's a concept, or there's financial products called index account. And with index account, which are typically offered by insurance companies, right? And the reason why your investment person will not tell you this, because they don't have the proper license, or they don't understand these products in insurance companies. So insurance companies has investment and they has saving. And when you have an index product with an insurance company, now you have a growth potential. Your money can grow, and you also have safety. You can never, ever, ever lose money when the stock market go down. Guys, 2020 has been a tough year. Every day, there's 10,000 baby boomers retiring every day. Everyone that was scheduled to retire in the year 2020 have lost money if their money was sitting in a tax later or variable account, because the market went down, right? So these are just some financial education concepts that we teach families, but more importantly, we show them ways how to implement these strategies to better their financial health. So we have what's known as the power of choices. Remember earlier I told you guys we have access to 77 different companies. These are top rated, A-rated financial companies. Companies like Transamerica, companies like Nationwide. Y'all know the jingle because they're on our side. Everest, Prudential, Pacific Life, and so many top rated companies. So think of us as the Amazon for the financial service. You know how you could go on Amazon and you could buy anything? Well, when you come to WFG, when it comes to your finances, we can help you with anything from birth to burial, okay? From birth to burial, right? So we are a business platform. And our business platform, we have solid technology. We have tons of training. We do smart marketing. We recognize our team members. We have life-changing event. In fact, this week, September 25th and 26th, I invite all of you guys to get in touch with me, because we are having a 2-day national virtual convention. Typically, we host these in Vegas, where we have about 35,000 people from across the country go to Vegas for these live events. But because of COVID, we can't even have 1,000-person gathering anywhere. So we're taking it to the web, and it's going to be a virtual, life-changing national convention. Guess who is the guest? One of our keynote speakers. Dr. Martin Luther King's daughter is one of our guest speakers, and so many more are the thought-provoking leaders that are changing the world. So if you guys want to attend, and not if, but every one of you should want to attend this event. It is absolutely virtual. You can stay in the comfort of your home. It is 2 days, Friday and Saturday from 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I know a lot of you are watching me from different time zone. So it's 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 6 p.m. It's a 4-hour life-changing convention that everybody needs to attend. So to attend those, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share the link. But if I don't get a chance to share it, make sure you get in touch with me, and this way I can sign you guys up. So let's talk about our business opportunity. I titled this webinar, hey, it's time to make more money. Let's stack these coins, right? So if you want to take control of your future, if you want to design the life, I was just listening to a training, and the guy talked about there's a lot of people that make good money, but they have no life. They have no freedom. Look at the doctors. Look at lawyers. They make upward $400,000, right? But they have no life. They're they're constantly in court, or they're laid up at night doing research to win a case the next day. Or if you're a doctor and you're dealing with people's lives, these are things that weighs on your personal life. So this opportunity, World Financial Group, you can make good money and enjoy life at the same time. There's some jobs you make good money, but you don't have the freedom. You don't have the flexibility. Our opportunity makes you more free, that you can work on your own schedule, design your own schedule from wherever, whenever. COVID has been a freaking blessing, guys. Unfortunately, COVID has been a blessing to our business because more people are looking for opportunities to make money, because over 5 million people lost their job. If you know someone that lost their job, they need to get in touch with us so we could also give them an opportunity to make money, good money, better than what they were making at their job, and working on a part-time flexible schedule, all from the comfort of your home. As you guys can see, I'm in my home office. I don't even need an office anymore. In fact, I closed my office down in April or May, right? So you can totally do this from home. We'll train you from A to Z. So let's talk about this money. When someone starts with us, they are what we call a trainee associate. This is our entry level position. When you start with us, your first 30 days, we're going to train you. You're going to attend trainings. You're going to attend the licensing to get your license. We want you to be licensed, and we also want you to have your field training done. So when you do get your license, you know our products, you know our service, you know how we can help clients, and you've seen a couple of interaction with clients, and you know how we're truly impacting and changing people's lives. So your first 30 days is going to be training, right? You're training. My job is going to be to work hand in hand with you. So by the time you are promoted, by the time you're licensed, you're ready to flap your wings and make good money. So the first 30 days, you get promoted. Now you're an associate. As an associate, you are set up to make 45% commission off of whatever your client is saving. So let's say you sit with a family and you show them how to save their money, or how to invest their money, or how to better their financial house. And that family is saving $250 per month, which is $3,000 per year. Do you know that for your time sitting with that family, educating them and putting strategies in place and opening an account for them, 45% of $3,000 is $1,350 that the company will pay you for your time. How much time are you really going to spend? In the beginning, maybe 2-3 hours. So ask yourself right now, does your job pay you $1,350 for max 3 hours of your time? 3 hours. And the more you do it and the easier it gets, you probably may spend 2 hours with a client. Maybe you might even spend 1 hour with a client, right? So you can move up to a marketing director at 62%. Right now, I have a couple of people that I'm working close with in my organization to help them get to marketing director. Now, as a marketing director, they can make about $1,860 for that one account. Again, 2-3 hours of your time as a marketing director, you're making $1,860. And if you're a senior marketing director like I am, I make an average about $2,400 if I help a client save $250 or more. Obviously, the more they make, the more they save, is the more we will make. So the average senior marketing director in our firm makes about $86,000 to $1 million. Guys, when I saw this compensation, a light bulb went off in my head. I could be the best director of sales in my hotel job. I will never make $1 million at my job. I will never make $1 million being even the top professor at my university. Never make $1 million. That is facts. And let's say even if remotely I were to make $1 million at my job, that is a W-2, which means I'll be paying the most taxes. But when you're in business for yourself, right off the bat, you're getting a 30% tax break, right? So ask yourself right now, where you are with your job right now, can you ever make $1 million? If the answer is no, which it is, you guys need to get in touch with me so we could see if this is going to be a fit for you, right? Because honestly, I'm not looking for everybody. I'm looking for the person. I'm looking for someone who is hungry, someone who wants to change their life, someone who wants to help families. Because you know what I realized, when you help people in this business, when you help people get what they want, you also are going to get what you want, right? And so life is all about choices. I've made this choice 3 years ago, not even knowing that I would make it a business. I made this choice 3 years ago to become financially educated, to learn what's going on with my money. At the time I had a 401k and money in the bank. I made that choice to better understand personal finance and fix my own financial house and put it in order. And as a result of learning all these concepts and seeing that, you know what, there's so many other people who don't know anything, I decided to get my license, come on board, and learn about the business side and help other families. So you know what, there's 2 tracks. You guys could say, you know what, Odetta, this sounds great. I want to learn about finance. I want to better my own finance, save my money smart, and protect my money because I have kids or because I have people depending on me, or forget kids. I have myself. I want to protect and save for myself. You know, we all going to retire someday. Or you could say, you know what, I like this. I could see myself doing this part-time, bringing in an extra $3,000 to $5,000 per month while staying with my job. Because right now with this COVID, no job is certain, right? No job is certain. And you got to have multiple stream of income, because when you have multiple stream of income, you can sleep a little deeper at night, knowing that if one job falls through, you got a backup plan. You got money coming in, right? Everything that we do is highly regulated by the government. And so this is why everybody needs a license. We cannot be willy-in and dilly-in with people's money and people's future. We are highly governed by the U.S. government. So everybody needs a license. Now, this is the best business platform, guys. I've seen so many other business models. I've looked into, I sold organic products. I sold hair stuff. I sold healthy stuff. But with all of those things that I looked at and what I did in the past, I had to constantly be buying products. I had to be on auto ship and buy products every month for myself, or I had to sign people up to buy products every month. No, right? So when I found this opportunity, I'm like, oh my God, this is the best business product, the best platform. There's no employees. I don't have any inventory. None. The inventory is the knowledge in my head, okay? This is your inventory, knowledge in your head, learning this information so you can help families. No inventory, right? I don't have to worry about workers' compensation. I don't have to worry about payroll. I don't have to worry about the overhead. I had an office and I no longer have an office, and I'm making more money now because that rent that I was paying for the office, now I could save it. And because I have financial education, I know where to save it, right? There's no cold calling or knocking on people's doors, leaving flyers or talking to, no, right? There's no boss. If I don't want to work today, I don't work today. If I don't want to show up and do a webinar, I don't show up and do a webinar. If I don't want to see clients today in Zoom, I don't see clients. I don't have no boss. You can't do that with your job, right? You're going to get fired. Most importantly, there are no quotas. No quotas. So remember I said there's some people that work for good money, but it's stressful. If you're a salesperson and you got a sales job, you got quotas. If you're working at Payless or you're working at McDonald's, you got quotas, how much burgers you should sell, how much fries you should sell, how many shoes you should sell, you got quotas, right? Here we have absolutely no quotas. You know what is the quota? How much money you want to make. How much money you want to make. That's your quota. If you don't want to make any money, don't go to work. If you want to make a lot of money, you go to work and help families. There's absolutely no quotas. And what I love with this business model, right, is, you know what? It kind of dawned on me. If I want to make 40 grand this month, it is possible. I just got to go to work and help a lot of families. If I want to make 50 grand this month, it is possible. If I want to make 20 grand this month, it is possible. I just got to pick up the phone and help my clients. Where can you decide how much money you want to make every month? Where can you decide that? Tell me. Where can you decide in your job right now that you could say, you know what, this month I want to make 20 grand? No, it doesn't work like that. And on top of it, we have no discrimination. So you can work at your own pace, work from home, have total freedom and flexibility. When I first started many years ago, I worked this business part-time. I work my job during the day, I teach in the evening, and I work this business on the weekend. And I made good money. And once I realized that my income here was so much more than my teaching job, I flipped the script. My part-time became my full-time, and my full-time became my part-time. So now I am happily teaching part-time. And when my dean said, hey, Odetta, you know, we have another full-time position. Would you like to come full-time on board for this department? I didn't even think about it. I did not even think about it. Because I know I'm not going to tie up my full-time at a job to get a set income, wake up at 8 a.m., go to the classroom, deal with discrimination, deal with the students. On top of it, for them to tell me when I could go on vacation, hell to the no, right? So let's talk about our services. We do everything from birth to burial. We help families with their retirement accounts, their 401ks, their IRAs. We help families with all types of life insurance. And again, because we are a broker, we can educate families about all the different types of life insurance because we can offer all the different types of life insurance. Now, if you work with a specific company and they're only selling one type, they're not going to educate you on the other types because they can't offer it to you. But here at World Financial Group, we can educate all of our clients about all the different types of life insurance because we are licensed and we have 77 different product providers that can offer all different types of life insurance. Big difference, right? We also help with long-term care, college planning, college saving. Oh my God, so many people have kids. I mean, I'm a product of this example. When I came to the States, my parents never sat down with me about doing any college planning, financial aid, paperwork for college, none of that stuff. I love my parents, but they didn't know better. And so they never went to college with me and like sat in meetings and understand why I should go to this college and how much it's going to cost and what does this college offer. We do those for families that has kids. And most importantly, we teach them where to save money smart for their kids. So you know what, guys? I don't have any kids, but the day my child is 15 days old, in fact, my child is going to born rich. And when they're 15 years old, they're going to be richer because now things are going to go in their name. But I could only do this because I have the financial education and we get paid to teach this and help other families, right? We help families with their retirement account, understanding the different types of annuities. For people that are self-employed and have businesses, we show them ways to save or, you know, have a business strategy. When most people that have a business, you know what's their retirement plan? You know what's their retirement plan? Oh, I'm going to sell the business. Okay. So you've had your business for a long time. Now you're ready to retire. You're going to sell the business. Okay, and then what? What are you going to do with this money when you sell the business? No strategy, no plan, right? So we teach business owners how to have a strategy whenever they're ready to retire, what they should be doing with that money, or even before with that money. How about legacy planning? Do you even have a will or a trust, or do you even know what those things are? Everybody needs basic a will. We offer those, right? In fact, we have some products that is included. It comes with a will. It comes with a medical proxy. It comes with power of attorney. And these things have already impacted me since I've been doing this business. 2 years ago, my dad went in for a simple surgery that turned into a nightmare. Now he's dealing with a lawsuit. And because we did not have something as so simple like a medical proxy, which pretty much says if he becomes incapacitated or doesn't know what's going on, one of us that he designate could make decisions on his behalf. Our family got torn apart because we did not have a medical proxy that my dad never set up. I was at war with my siblings. I was at war with my stepmom. I was at war. The family got pulled apart because everybody thinks they know what's best to do for him, and he's laying there like a vegetable, don't even know what, he's not awake. He was in a coma. He couldn't make decision for his behalf. And even to today, I still don't speak to my stepmom because we were going back at it when he was laying there on his deathbed. So these are things that if we don't put them in place, it can cause the family to grow apart when life happens, right? And things like your wills and your trust and so much more we help families with. So guess what? In wrapping up with this webinar, life is all about choices. If you're listening today and you know that, you know what, I need to get my life together. I need to make more money. I need to save my money smart. I need to understand what's going on with my retirement. I need to do something for my kids. Get in touch with the person who invited you to this webinar, right? It's as simple as that. Get in touch with the person who invited you to this webinar. They're going to set up a one-on-one financial assessment to help you with your finance. Or if you already know, I need to make $3,000 to $5,000 part time. I need to have another source of income. I need to make money. Shit, it's a crisis right now. Okay, we're in a recession, and maybe I got my job, but listen, I'm not gonna just be hanging on to one stream of income. Get in touch with the person, and if that person was me, definitely when I end this live, call me 973-842-7927. Again, the number is 973-842-7927. Let's set up a one-on-one. See how we can help you either on the client side with your own personal finance and put things in place for your future and save your future, or if you want to go to business track, let's see if you qualify. Because again, I only want to work with people who are committed, people who are hungry, and people who want to change their lives. So we are looking for certain key skill set in people, because again, we want people have a heart of serving and helping, because we are in the business of helping people get what they want. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining me live on Instagram, Facebook, and Zoom. Get in touch right now with the person who invited you so we can hop on a one-on-one and see what you need help with. And if that is me, do call me right now when I end this live or when I end this streaming, 973-842-7927. Thank you guys so very much. Again, I invite you to the national convention we're having this coming Friday and Saturday. It is life-changing. I promise you will be thanking us, because you have not experienced anything like this, and it's going to move you. It is 2-day, Friday and Saturday, 25th and 26th. Be blessed. It is Sunday, and have a great evening, and go kick some ass or go kick some rocks, because it is a new week and it's time to stack more coins. Thank you guys so much for joining.